you generally follow if you're not able to do something. Like we know the lower limit, right? So this would be the lower limit, correct? Let's say if it is
Yeah.
A and this is the upper limit, let's say it to be B, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And this be the highest value of the function, the maximum we can say, right? This is the maximum, correct?
Yeah.
So let's say the maximum to be capital M, its value to be capital M, right?
Mm.
And the minima, the lowest value is this one. So let's say its value to be small m. Okay. So now we know
Yeah.
the area of this function would be integral of fx. If the graph is fx, the area of this function will be integral fx dx. We have to integrate from lower limit a to b, right? But due to some problem, if we are not able to calculate it, because there are many questions that cannot be do in the indeterminate form, right? All the questions cannot
Yeah.
be solved in using the indefinite calculus. There are some questions that could be done using definite calculus. There are some questions that we were not able to do using indefinite calculus. Then we devised the formulas like King's property and other properties, and now which we're not able to do. I'll give you one example. Like if you have to do a question a to b fx dx, correct? So
Yeah.
if let's say if fx was two functions, gx and hx. Now if there are two functions, it is obvious we will apply by parts. Correct. We will take one function and second function. So we'll take gx something and integrate hx, right? Like we do in by parts and minus differential of gx and integral of hx dx. And if we are not able to calculate this part, then we will not able to get this thing, no? Right?
Yeah.
Let's say we're able to calculate this thing, but this is not divisible because all the integrals are not divisible in indefinite form.
Yeah.
Right? So if we are not able to devise this thing, the minus part, then this question will never be solved. But if you use King's property, like we did in above one question, this part could be cancelled out also. We did one question and the negative and positive are directly
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
cancelled. I will show you. We were, I think, solving a property only, right? It directly got cancelled. The negative part was there as a positive part only in King's. Mm, King's property, King's property. Indefinite integrals, transformations, properties. Yeah, King's property. If we see the King's property, this was King's property. A to B, f of a b upper limit plus lower limit minus x dx. We can change the variable to upper limit plus lower limit minus x, and nothing will change. When we're solving it, see what are we having? So some question we did like that, right? As well, why
I
the
think.
we did it. The positive part directly cut out the negative part that was available. Hmm. Leibniz rule question limit of sum. I think we did it, but I'm not able to find it. The negative part could add if there is a positive part that is with it, that this both can be cancelled out. Then we can get the integral of this part, right?
Yeah.
So that is what happens when definite integral comes in picture. When the limits comes in picture, the more of the indefinite parts which are not able to do because they do not form a definite range of function. Like if we say that we are integrating tan x from 0 to infinity, it is not a range that we can follow now. It will tend to
Yeah.
infinity only. You're integrating, you're finding an area till infinity. You're finding the area of tan x graph. You know the graph, right? Like this.
Yeah.
And you are finding it till infinity. Then it will tend to infinity. Now, what is the value of infinity? It will go to infinity if it will go to more. We cannot compare infinity, right? It's a relative term.
Yeah.
You cannot say it will go to 2, no, it will go to 3, it will go to 4 area in unit squares. So it is not like that. It will just tend to infinity. But if we say we are integrating till 0 to pi, then we are integrating till 0 to 2 pi, then the difference could be seen. Correct? That's where definite
Yeah.
comes very easily and it's very more applicative. Because in real world, we are going for integration in a limit, in a range of limits. We are not integrating over any function, over any period, or over any ranges. Right? Indefinite is first integrating, then putting the value of limits. It
Yeah.
could be the function is not integrable. We cannot integrate the function using indefinite integrals because the function does not exist. If you want to integrate some function gx into hx and it does not exist, what you can do? Nothing could be done now. The function does not exist. But it could be that if a function has a very variable value and it cannot be integrated, but the range you are following, it shows some part of it is like this. And you're able to get this part in the form of sine and cos. Then you are able to integrate this part. But can you say you can able to integrate the whole part? No, you cannot. And you should have a whole part in the form of some function you know, not the irregular functions, right? It could
Yeah.
be the part you are integrating A to B that has some commonality with the integer. That part could be integrated because now we are able to only have to focus on that small part, and now we can change the form of it. Taking what is the form of the question? Maybe the whole function is something tan x into tan x ex plus one, right? Something like this to the power 3/7. But this part is just simply x sin x plus cos x upon sin x minus cos x, right? Something easy. Just this part could be represented because this function follows or shows this part, but is not able to follow or show the other parts of the graph. Correct?
Yeah.
Got my point?
Yeah.
So this integral value will have an inequality. Can we say the graph would be lower than the area of this triangle rectangle formed here? The whole rectangle bigger one. It will be smaller. The area of the function will obviously be smaller than this. Correct?
Yeah.
Can I say that? So the area of
Mm.
the function, which is the integral from a to b, it will be smaller than the bigger rectangle. What is the area of bigger rectangle?
Um,
Tell me
bigger
the
than
area of bigger rectangle.
it.
Hmm?
Mm.
What is the area of the bigger rectangle?
FW. Integral FW.
F double E? No,
Mm.
bigger rectangle. See, I will show you this is the area that we want to find, right? The function area. Correct? Can we say the function will be less than this whole area? Obviously, the area of the function is less than this whole rectangle. It constitutes a
Yeah.
small part of the rectangle. So the area of this
Okay.
function will always be less than this area.
Okay. So
The
B
button
minus A
area.
into
Yeah, what is
B minus A
b minus a
into
capital
M.
that always would be followed. And I can also say that it will always be bigger than this area because this represents only the lower range, the minima,
Yeah.
and there will be maximum above it. So it will
Yeah.
always be bigger than this. B minus a smaller. Now it could be equal also. If there is no upper limit, the constant it is a constant function, then it will all become equal. Correct?
Yeah.
So that's how we do area type of questions. There are more inequalities, but I do not think it will be asked in the boards. Give me one question. Okay, we can do this one. It's a good one. Uh, there's a 4 mark question. Integral 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x dx.
मैंने यही कहा पहले बोला दादाजी खाना फिर बोला
Are you trying it out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, tell me when you're done with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is the answer pi by 8 ln 2?
Correct. How do you do it?
Um, I just the like 1 plus is ln 1 plus tan. So instead of x, I put pi by 4 minus x.
Okay, so use the king's property.
Yeah, and then I did tan a minus b, so I got so I did so like it became 1 plus 1 minus tan x by 1 plus tan x.
Okay.
And then I simplified that, so I got ln 2 by 1 plus tan x.
Okay. So you will get
And then I
ln2 minus
separated
ln1
it.
plus tan x equals to I. So 2I equals
Yeah,
to ln2, something like that, right?
yeah. So 2I will become pi by 4 ln 2, then I will become pi by 8, I think.
Yeah, there should be limit also. Dx, okay, pi by 4, pi by 8, right. Okay, go to the next one.
Yeah.
Try out the second one.
Yeah, I'm trying it out.
Okay, look.
I'm not getting the second one. Get to the second. Okay, the second.
What are you trying to do in the second one?
I try to like separate it like 0 is to 1, then plus like limits and 1 is to 3, like 1 to 3 by 2.
Okay, so if we let's do the second one then. Okay. What is the second question? Can you please tell me once? 0 to
3 by 2 into x sine pi x gives yeah dx.
there is mod, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for mod, okay. At 0 the value is 0.
Yeah.
At 1 the value is 0.
Yeah.
At 1 at 1.5 is 3 by 2. The value will be 3 by 2 sine 3 by 2 pi. Sine 3 by 2 of pi, which will be pi 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, and 2 pi. 1 minus 1, correct? Minus 3 by 2. But the module changes to plus 3 by 2. So 3 by 2, the value will be 3 by 2. Correct?
Yeah.
The value will be 3 by 2 at this point. The value at half. The value at half will be half sine pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 is 1. So it will be half only, correct? So it will be
Yeah.
half only. This part are square. Half. Okay. At a point after one. Okay, now we get it. This is from 0 to pi. Correct? Because at 1 it will be pi. Sine x will be sine pi at x equals to 1. So from 0 to pi, the value of sine will be always positive. So that is good. But from 1 to 3 by 2, this part, the sine is negative, right? So
Yeah.
this is one range and that is another range. So we can divide this question into 0 to 1, x sine x dx, which is correct, plus 1 to 3 by 2, x sine x dx. But as all the part this will produce will be negative, correct? Because sin x will be negative, no? Sin pi x, sorry. Produce will be negative. So we need to add a negative sign on its own, like mod of by x, where x is negative is minus x, correct?
Yeah.
So it will be negative, correct?
Mhm.
Any doubt?
No, no.
Why the negative sign comes? Okay. Now what can we do? We can apply by parts. Do the easy to do
Yeah.
by parts. You will take sin pi x to be common. So we have to find the x sin pi x only, no? So directly apply on x sin pi x. So x sin pi x, we keep x to be the first function. Integral of sin pi x will be minus cos pi x
Yeah.
upon pi, because x is multiplied with pi, minus of integral of derivative of x will be 1. This will be same to same, minus cos pi x upon pi dx. So it becomes minus x cos pi x upon pi. Minus minus becomes plus. Integral of cos pi x will be integral of cos is sine. So it will be sine pi x, but another pi will come down. So it will become pi square plus c, correct? This is the indefinite form of it. Now we have to put the value
Yeah.
0 to 1, then 1 to 3 by 2. First we will put the value 0 to 1 in it. So it will at 0 at 1, the value of cos pi will be 0, 1, 0, minus 1, correct?
Yeah.
0, 1, 0, minus 1. So cos pi will be at 1, it will be minus 1 cos pi. mm, At 1, it will be cos pi is minus 1 upon pi plus 1 sine of pi is 0, correct? Minus the
Yeah.
lower limit is 0. At 0, this will become 0, minus this whole will become at 0 sine 0 pi is nothing but 0, correct? It will come to be 2
Yeah.
by pi. So this is from 0 to 1. Now from 1 to 3 by 2, you will first put the upper limit as 3 by 2. So it will become minus 3 by 2. Cos of 3 by 2 pi means 0, 1, 0, minus 1, 0. So it is 0 only. So it is
Yeah.
0 plus sine of 3 by 2 pi will be minus 1 upon
Yeah.
pi square. So putting the lower value, that is 1, minus of plus 1. Cos of pi x will be minus 1. Then minus of sine of 1. Sine pi is 0. It will be minus 1 by pi square plus minus minus 1 by pi. Correct?
Yeah.
It's something wrong here. It's 2 by pi. It's correct. It's 1 pi. When we put the value as 3 by 2, what is cos 3 by 2? It's 1, 0, minus 1, 0. Oh, it should be 0, right? Cos 3 by 2 will be 0, right? So
Mm.
we'll get minus pi square. Now, what is the answer of the first integral? That is 2 by pi minus the answer of the second integral, that is minus 1 by pi square. The final answer becomes 2 by pi plus 1 by pi square. Got it? How we did this question?
Yeah.
This is just putting the limits in them. Nothing new. I solved it, then put this here, then put the value from 0 to 1 and minus 1 to 3 by 2, correct?
Yeah.
So that's how we do this question. Any doubt?
No, no.
So this answer is 2 by pi plus 1 by pi square Okay, so move on to the next one. Tell me when you're done with it, okay?
Yeah.
What any answer?
Um, is answer 11/4?
Yeah, correct. So you did the same way. You have to just
Yeah, I split it
break the
and then
limit
I
as per the
integrate
side.
it.
When the side becomes negative,
Yeah.
you have to put the mod of an x, which is x is negative to be minus x. Correct? That's what it's and where the mod gives where the value is positive only, it's giving the value 4, 5 or something in the mod. Then it does not have any significance. The mod does not change anything. So we take the mod out directly. Yeah, so that is the answer we 11/4. Correct. Answer is 11/4. Go for the next one.
The third answer, pi by 2.
What is the answer?
Pi by 2.
What are you getting your answer?
Pi by
What?
2.
5/2.
Two.
Okay, 1 minute, I will check it. That's correct. How did you do it?
Instead of x, I put pi minus x.
5/2.
So
Okay, so you first use King's property. It will become e to the power cos pi minus x over e to the power cos pi minus x. Cos pi. Cos pi is nothing but -1. Right? -1 minus plus e to the power minus of -1 minus x. So to the power 1 plus x. Okay. Afterwards,
yeah, after that, no, wait, what? I only
okay, put, oh sorry, you put e to the power e cos pi minus x. So cos of pi minus x. Cos 180 minus x is minus cos x.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Then I like added it with the original derivative to like 2i. So
yeah, because the denominator is same, so you will get 1.
yeah.
So 2y will be equals to pi. Correct. So the answer is pi by 2. You see, it is a 6-mark question. Just you have to show all the procedures fully. Get it?
Yeah.
It's not a difficult one. Does this one?
And just one moment, I'm almost done. Say pi by 12.
I'll check it. Your answer is 5 by 12. How do you do it?
I did root tan x like into root sin x by cos x.
Okay.
So then I took LCM and I got like root cos x by cos x plus root sin x.
Yeah, okay.
Then I used King's property.
Yeah, 5 by 3 minus 5 by 6, which is 5 by 6 minus 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like yeah, so I got cos pi by 2 minus like root cos pi by 2 minus x by root cos pi by 2 minus x plus root sin pi by 2 minus x. So like it came root sin x by root sin x plus root cos x.
5 by 6 minus x, no?
No, only pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x.
Oh, yeah, right, sorry. No, so yeah, it will become 1 only. So you will get
Yeah.
5 by 3 minus 5 by 6. So it will become 5 by 6 into 2, right? 5 by 12. Same thing goes on. Go for this
Yeah.
one. So now you're getting that the questions are not so tough, but the thing that you need to remember is where to apply what thing. We have to use
Yeah.
the indefinite part. Maybe the question is full of indefinite part. It does not have to do anything with the King's property or the limit, breaking the limit properties if the function is odd or even. That thing does not come in the picture. It could be like that also. And you're trying out because the limits are given to be from 1 to 2. You're trying out definite properties that we covered in the definite integrals, and nothing is working. So it could be that you have to just integrate it full indefinitely in the indefinite calculus form. Then you have to just put the limits, right? It could be like that
Yeah.
also. So you have to be clear with it that where what should be applied, because right now we are practicing the definite integral question. So we know that some of the part could be used up, right?
Yeah.
In the paper, it will not be marked now that it is a definite integral question or not.
No.
Go for this one.
Yeah, try. Can you do this for me? I'm not getting this.
Okay, we can try it out. And so, what is the question? Integral
A minus x by root a plus x.
a minus x.
Yeah. From limit
The
minus
limit.
a to a.
So after applying King's property, it will become a plus x upon a minus x, correct?
Yeah.
And if we add both of them, it will become a square, a plus x whole square, which is a plus x plus a minus x upon root of a square minus x square, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so the integral of 2a upon root of a square minus x square from minus a to a. 2a. What is the integral of 1 upon root a square minus x square?
Sin x by a, like sin inverse x by a, 2a sin.
Tan inverse x by a. Tan inverse of x by a. Okay, so it will be sin inverse of x by a minus a to a. 2a. Sin inverse of a by sin inverse of 1, which is pi by 2, correct?
Yeah.
Minus sin of minus a by a, sin inverse of minus 1 is nothing but pi. No, sorry, sin inverse of minus 1 is nothing but 3 by 2 pi. Correct?
Yeah.
We are doing something wrong, I think. Sorry, sin inverse of minus 1 is minus pi by 2. It's not 3 by 2 pi. You have to be in the principal value. No? Sin inverse give value from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So answer will be 2a pi by 2 pi 2a pi by 2 by 2. It will be a pi because we added both of them, na? I plus I.
Yeah.
It will be 2i. This is 2i. This is 2i. So we have to divide it by 2 to become I. So our answer will be a pi. It's not a difficult one. We just did the same thing. Applied the King's property, added both of them, directly use the formula we know, and put the limits. Got it? In the
Yeah.
book that I have, the solution is given something like putting x equals to, that is, we will write it as method 2, putting x equals to a cos 2 theta. If you put a cos 2 theta, then it will become a minus a cos 2 theta and a plus a cos 2 theta in the denominator, right? Then you take a common, and you will get 1 minus cos 2 theta and 1 plus cos 2 theta beneath, right? So 1 minus cos 2 theta and 1 plus cos 2 theta, if you put the value, so 1 minus cos 2 theta is nothing but sine square theta, correct? 2 sine square theta. So
Yeah.
if you put the value of cos 2 theta, and it will be 2 cos square theta, so you will get tan theta, correct? At the end, you will get a tan theta here. And also, what we have as d theta will be dx is equals to a cos has derivative minus sin, right, into 2. So d theta will be minus 2a sin 2 theta d theta. So in place of dx, we will write now we have got 2 theta tan theta minus 2a sin of 2 theta will be nothing but 2 sin theta cos theta, correct? Tan
Yeah.
theta is nothing but sin theta upon cos theta. So it is nothing but minus 4a sin square theta d theta. Now this could be done, integral of it, right? So we will
Yeah.
do the integral of sin square part. We will change it into 1 minus cos 2 theta, right? So it will become minus 4, 1 minus cos 2 theta. Okay.
Yeah.
Minus cos 2 theta. And you will just integrate it and put the limits as per the question. We will just change it according to this x and then put the limit. Got it? But I found this method to be a little lengthy and a little more bigger, right? A more clumsy one. So I tried to do this way and it got solved. But you will be solved in trigonometric approaches also. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we move up to the next chapter, which is area. Any doubt in this chapter?
No.
Okay. Are you done with the indefinite questions, PYQs, previous year questions? So I would share this chapters also.
Okay.
Okay, so try to complete them and try more
Yeah.
and more practice of uh, questions, because it is not like we are meeting daily. We are meeting after a week. So a week has a lot of time. Or if it does not have a lot of time, you have to take out time. If your schools are going
Yeah.
on, you can take some holidays like 2 days a week, so that your attendance is also okay. And you do not get
Yeah.
problems with attendance, and you get to practice. You can take 2 days leave. Like you take a leave
Yeah.
on, like Sunday is a leave, so you can take leave Monday, go to school. You can take leave on Tuesday and Thursday. Or yeah, Tuesday and Thursday is better because Tuesday and Thursday
No,
and
I
Saturday.
don't have school like that. The holidays like that.
So that's much better. The school is not going
Yeah.
on, so you can practice more and more, because I want this session to be more of doubts. Because what I am teaching you, 50 to 60%, maybe 70%, you have done that part. It's just more complex of question, revising them again and again. That's good. But we don't know
Yeah.
what is the problem you are facing in a question. What is the problem that you have in definite integrals? What is the type of question that you are not able to do? Right? That's why
Yeah.
we have to do more and more questions that you have doubt in. And for that, you have to practice a lot of material. If you do, let's
Yeah.
say, 50 questions and you are good at a topic, then you will get 4 or 5 doubts. To have 10 doubts, you have to solve a minimum of 80 to 100 questions. And that's a lot. 100 questions means minimum 9-10 hours, right? A
Yeah.
minimum of 9-10 hours for maybe 100 questions. It could take 8 hours also, it could take more also if they're difficult. That much is needed.
Mm.
Try to divide your day into question practice. Like I will do one question paper today, maybe of chemistry, or maybe of physics, or maybe of English. Then I will do one chapter revision today. And obviously, you are doing English paper or physics paper, so you will not do chapter revision of physics because physics will be divided in the question paper. So I will do one chapter of chemistry, let's say, and one chapter of maths, like that. I will read one chapter of English. Got it?
Yeah.
Because if you try to complete all the things today, then you will be relieved in January. Otherwise, January will be very hectic. You have to,
Yeah.
teachers will be saying, everyone will be saying, please do question papers, please do question papers. And you will be like, I am writing the question papers, but I just go on forgetting the theory. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Or maybe you will be able to do the numerical, but there is a lot of theory in chemistry, physics, and English that need to be rotten up. That you have to write a question like this, you have to have this much points in a 4 marker, you have to have minimum 5 to 6 points in a 4 marker, or you have to have 7 points in a 4 marker. In English, how to complete a paper in 3 hours, but especially in English, 3 hours paper is a very lengthy one. You get a lot of trouble in solving it. The time is the main key because there's a lot of writing section in English. Now you have a lot of
Yeah.
writing section and there's a question answer. You cannot write one paragraph questions, right? You have to write a descriptive answers to it. Minimum 2 to 3 paragraphs. Good use of vocabulary. No grammar mistakes. Are you getting what I'm saying? That English is
Yeah.
also a problem. English has a very big problem of time. You're not able to solve it in time.
Mm.
It's not a paper that is made to solve it in time. If you have very good practice of writing, because during the exam we are also conscious that we have to write in a good handwriting. It should be clear. In the half or 70% of the paper, we are very much conscious. But after 70% of the paper is done, we go on. Oh, we have 4 questions left. Let's just rush it up, and we go on writing whatever the handwriting is. But we have to just submit the answers.
Yeah.
Okay, so all those things would be done if we practice more and in question papers. So divide your day. I have to do one question paper and 2 chapters. Now, which 2 chapters you can do? Obviously, not 2 chapters of English. English you can take as 2 chapters alone. So you can have one question paper daily from PCM. So it will be like 2 question papers per week, 2 of physics, 2 of chemistry, 2 of maths, and 1 of English, right? Or you can do
Mm.
2 of English and 1 of maths. You can also do like this. Or 1 of physics, no, 1 of maths you can do, because maths could be solved using chapters also. So this could be a way. You can do 1 of English and 2 of maths, as you say, and 2 chapters of English plus the extra subject. What is the extra subject you have? The fifth subject.
Bio.
What?
Bio.
So bio is a lot more difficult part coming up, right?
Yeah.
So you can do PCMB each. And which is the one that you feel most difficult from this bunch?
Probably maths only because like I plan to go into like NEET and also maths probably my.
So you should do 2 papers of maths. You should do 2 papers of bio, because bio is the main subject. You can skip it. And a minimum
Yeah.
of 1 and 1 paper of physics and chemistry. Right?
Yeah.
So you should do 1 question paper daily. Then you should do 2 chapters mainly of maths. We were saying PCM, but now it becomes PCMB. 2 chapters of any of them, like 1 chapter of physics and 1 chapter of chemistry, 1 chapter of maths and 1 chapter of bio, like that. Then two
Yeah.
chapters. You should do minimum of 4 chapters daily, including 1 English chapter. And if you're not taking English, the minimum of 3 chapters daily. So 1 question paper that will take about 3 to 4 hours approximately, or it should take about 5 hours also. And doing minimum of 4 chapters. That is required. And if there is any doubt, if you want any material of any subject, then ask me for it. Right? And
Yeah.
if you want specifically for maths, then I can provide a lot of it. Right?
Mm.
You can send a message. If you in the middle of the week also you want anything, we could discuss on the text. Like what do you need? Getting my point?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we also meet talked about this not last week, last to last week. So last to last week means before 14 days. That was somehow starting of December. Now it's 20 of December. So about more than half of December is gone. So I'm telling this again and again and again. So you just start off early in December only. Most of it should be done in December only. You have a 10 days gap. In 10 days, you can do 40 chapters, 4 chapters, 30 chapters per day. If we say 3 chapters per day, you can do easily 30 chapters, right? 30 chapters is like completing 2 subjects fully. Completing maths and bio fully will be like 30 chapters, right?
Yeah.
So 30 chapters is a lot. But if we take 4 chapters per day, it will be 40 chapters. Because we are saying that you will read one English chapter also. So it will be like completing 2 subjects plus English.
Yeah.
Because seeing like this, if you have Jan, if you see the timeline, you have Jan, Feb, March, April, May. In May, you have also have the paper now of NEET.
Yeah.
You cannot aim to start in March. You have to aim to start in January for NEET also.
Yeah.
So in January, you will have to do for NEET plus boards. So boards will become kind of a ratio will be like 50-50. And if 10 days before the boards, the ratio will increase significantly. You will go for 100% boards and 10% NEET. Kind of that type of thing will happen like 10 to 12 days before the exam. So you have to be that much ready in the December. And if you try to shift, like if you have done everything, only 10 to 12 days are needed to shift from NEET to boards. Because
Yeah.
let me say it very clearly, it will require 1 month of shift to go back to NEET. Like if you have papers, your paper ends in the first week of March, I think.
No, I have bio like 20th, like near 20th, around 20th March.
Okay, and leaving the bio part.
Other than bio, the ends in like before that. Bio is the last paper.
Yeah, so it ends in February, right? Bio is your
No, not
subject. That's
March only.
March
Like
first week.
March.
So if you start preparing for March first week, it will take minimum of 3 weeks. And you also bio. So in the April first week, you will be back at the NEET. Because now you do not have the practice of NEET, right? You have the practice of more writing questions, reading theory and writing questions. NEET is fully MCQ. This happens very much. The transition from going from competitive exam to boards and then coming back to competitive exam, that becomes very difficult because the pattern is very different. You get used to many things differently. In paper, you just have to quote the reasons for the things in your
Yeah.
exam. But in NEET or any competitive exam, you do not need a reason. You need the answer of it. Maybe you have memorized a trick and you do not even know what the thing is about, and you can tell that topic's answer very easily. That this is the trick. I have to solve this question like this only. Like there's a question of what is it called? The genetics, where you have different bases and different form A, C, G, T, all the bases, right? And
Yeah.
maybe someone is there who does not know what the bases, what the nitrogen bases really mean, what the sequence really signify. But they have just memorized that if the question is like A, C, G, T, then what I have to write in the answer. And there is a trick. But in boards, you cannot go with the trick. No? You have to explain what are the nitrogen bases, why they are there, why the sequence is important. That is chapter, right?
Yeah.
So going back is also a very difficult part. That's why what I'm saying is to start from now only, as much as you can. Getting it?
Yeah.
Because it will become difficult. NEET does not have 2 attempts. Also. It is only held once, right?
You can like give
In
it
a year,
every year.
yeah, but in a year
Like
it is
once
only once, right?
Yeah.
You have to wait for a whole year. That is a very difficult part. So I will suggest only one thing: go for it. Go for the boards as fastly as you can. In these 10 days, so your January is free. So you can minimum give 15 to 20 days to your NEET part in January also. Then you shift back to boards, and in February go for boards again. In February, you cannot say that I'm going for NEET again. You have to practice more and more of sample papers of boards. And as soon as the last paper is done before bio, go for NEET again. And in full March, April, March you will have the bio paper, and full March it will be the transition. It's not like you will in March you will be able to do the papers as you will be able to do in January. If in January you are scoring, let's say, 100 marks out of 100 in the mock exam, but in March you will go back to 70 or 60. This will happen because now your biological cycle have changed. This is going to happen. So you have to retain back a 20-30 marks that you have lost just for preparing for boards. Getting my point? That will take 2 to 3 weeks. Because there were some things that you also used to use the tricks, but due to paper now you are not using the tricks. You are writing the reason of it. You have to go back to that mentality that reason is not important. The trick is you have to score marks, not show them that you are educated enough.
Yeah.
That's only by scoring the marks, right? There's not reason that I have read till this part. I just don't know the answer of this part, the question you have given, but just before it I've read it. That's not us, right? That goes on. So we will do this question one of it. Then we'll end the class. The equation of the normal of the curve y square equals to 8x, and the origin is this was in 2020. So 1 mark question. I have solving it, or I should show it to you.
I think it's show.
Okay, so how to do this question? The equation of the normal of the curve y square equals to 8x and the origin. So generally, what we do, we try to remember the formula. Like y square equals to 8x is a parabola, right? Y square
Yeah.
equals to 8. It's a parabola. So there's the equation of normal of parabola that we should remember and put here and find the answer. But we cannot remember the whole equation of parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, all of it, because we are not having coordinate geometry, right? If coordinate
Yeah.
geometry was there, then it does not have any problem. So what we will do, we'll differentiate both the sides. What we will do, we'll differentiate both sides. So what we will get 2y dy by dx. We're differentiating both sides with respect to x is equals to 8, correct?
Yeah.
So dy by dx will become 1 by 4y. Sorry, 4 by y. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's done. So for a parabola to be there, if we draw a line like this, it will have that is touching the parabola. The slope will be 4 by y. Slope will be 4 by y. That is the meaning of this, no? The tangent, the slope of the tangent will be 4 by y. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, what are we going to find? We have to find normal. Normal is at the degree of 90.
Yeah.
Right? And we also know that the slope of tangent and the slope of normal, the product of them is -1.
Mhm.
Slope of tangent is 4 by y. Slope of normal will be, we don't know, it will be slope of normal will be -1. The slope of normal will be nothing but -y upon 4. Correct?
Yeah.
So what we did, we first found the slope of the tangent using the derivatives. Then we use the formula of tangent, slope of tangent into is -1. Basically, it's like the slope of two lines which are perpendicular to each other is -1. Like if slope of one is m1 and the other is m2, it will be -1 if both line 1 and line 2 are perpendicular to each other. And the tangent
Yeah.
and normal